Welcome back to the Koi Pond. It's your host, Calvin and Harris. We are two separate beings that are now conjoined as one, and we make... I almost said stupid music, but I don't even know what Calvin Harris sings, so that would be really offensive. Anyways.
You can't even... We don't even know who that is, because, like, legally, we don't even know who that is. Remember where the pact we had?
Right. We're Calvin and Harris.
I think we need a 3-second break. Roll that intro, Carl!
Couple of issues.
Everything's fine.
Mom and Dad are fine.
Everything's
We're fine. Okay, Bruce is having a meltdown. Bruce? No, we're fine.
Calvin Harris tees available now, y'all.
We actually made them.
We actually made t-shirts.
They're actually very comfortable.
Carvey.
No ad, not an ad.
Carvey slip up.
Huh?
I called you Carvey.
Carvey. Hi, I'm Carvey.
You're coming at this thing a little weird.
Why?
I don't know. It just looks weird to me.
Oh, I think,
like,
I think it feels great. I know it's like aimed up.
Hello?
My mic is a little,
Whoa, my ear's ringing.
Hello? We're a mess.
Someone's talking about us. Hello, I'm Bruce.
Who's talking shit?
Welcome to a couple of issues.
Hi.
Probably confused. If this is your first episode,
No idea what's
we
going
got some
on.
explaining to do.
Yeah,
Did we meet on a dating app?
maybe.
Yes. Did we swipe right on each other on that dating app? Well, I guess
maybe.
if we met, now I'm backtracking. We met. It was all
a dream. This is all fake. I don't exist. I'm not really here. You've been doing a podcast alone for 2.5 years.
It's really sad. No one wants to confront you because they feel really bad about it.
You live in this apartment alone. You've been missing half the rent every month. You're about to get evicted. Whoa, that's a scary ass movie.
Dude, what the hell?
We're having a loosey-goosey time.
Dude was alone the whole time. Never had a girl the whole time. Vlog Squad doesn't exist. He made it up. The Vlog Squad doesn't exist. He made it
It's
up.
all in his head.
This shirt is in crayon. But in his head, it's perfect.
It's a piece of paper. Like, you put together printer paper and wrote Calvin and Harris.
Dude, it's
all
like-
those Disneyland trips alone.
That's okay.
That's
This gets
sad.
really
Yeah,
sad.
that's really
What the
sad.
fuck? Like, you don't exist?
Sometimes I feel that way. I don't know.
You exist.
Oh, I know. I'm just kidding. I don't actually feel that way.
Who said that?
Hello?
But yeah, we can get these shirts, Calvin Harris shirts. If you're just listening, go to coupleofissues.com. You can see the shirts there.
They're hilarious.
Carly slipped up, said Calvin Harris. Guess what?
Monetized. Whenever we make a mistake, we monetize.
We got a whole merch store on the way.
Yeah. Why? Because we're making lots
All
of
of our
mistakes.
mistakes.
The first 20 minutes of this podcast, all merch.
Oh, we got another sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Whew,
Like,
this
God
one
damn
is
it. Carly, you have to stop messing up.
both of us.
Well, yeah, I guess so. We just got back from Laguna Beach, baby. And that sounds so California. I mean, it is,
Yeah.
but we went for my birthday.
It was Carly's birthday on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm 28 now, so that's that.
How do you feel? Do you feel 28?
No, I don't think I'm going to feel anything until I'm 30. I feel like 30 is like, no offense, because you just turned 30, but
No
it's like...
offense, but
No fences,
I'm 30.
but... No fences here.
No fences, but picket. Picket
Wow.
fence.
Yeah.
I don't feel 30, though.
You don't feel it. Like, does it feel like a staple, like, oh, I'm 30, or not really? Or is it just like
On
the
paper.
name or the word?
The name 30 scares me.
The name.
I named my kid 30.
Our new shirts, the name 30. It's like, no, it doesn't make
We
sense.
keep making designs.
I
Alex, we got another one. Draw up the designs.
start messing up on purpose. Like, I think of really funny, clever things, but it's obvious that I'm saying it on purpose.
Yeah, we do one that's like so ridiculous. They're like, best podcast ever. Oh my God, we should put that on a shirt. A couple of
That's
issues.
so crazy. We said that on accident. But we, it was my birthday, and I feel like we had a whole birthday week, which was really nice.
It was a birth week.
Yeah, you did a lot. Bruce, this is the best birthday I've ever had.
Oh.
And Bruce did so much. I just spit everywhere. I'm so
think it was the
sorry.
hair.
Okay, well, either way. Yeah, Bruce did so much for you. So it went so above and beyond. It was so sweet.
Oh.
Thank you. And I don't really I'm not a huge birthday person. I'm not like, let's do all the things.
I know
but it was really
that's
fun.
but that's what made it really difficult because I was
I
like,
know.
I want to surprise her with something or do something for her, and You'll be like, hey, Carly, what do you want? And she's like, I really don't care.
I like everything.
And it's not like typically when you're in a relationship and someone's like, I don't know, but really get me that necklace or get me them Gucci's or blah, blah, blah. Carly's like, really, like, I just want to spend time with you. She's the fucking sweetest person in the world.
Thanks.
And so I bought her a yacht and she didn't want it. So I returned it. And I sank the yacht. What did we do?
You sank it. We went to
That was me stalling to remember.
That's funny. We went to the Comedy Store.
Like
Wednesday. The night before my birthday, which is like
birthday eve, baby.
Like I love the Comedy Store. It's just my favorite place to be. So it was fun to go there and be like, oh my god, at midnight I'm turning 28. I feel like we did something before that.
Nope.
I remember we were in not important. But yeah, went to the Comedy Store, saw really good comedians, and then the next day it was my birthday, and you were like, don't eat Chipotle at 4:30 p.m. because you do that every day.
But in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I woke up and there were flowers and there was a card. And I'm not like a huge like flower person, but like it's so sweet coming from somebody you love.
And what was the pink paper? We haven't talked about it yet, so I wanted to wait to the podcast. The eviction notice. Did you see that?
I was like, no.
Do you want to stop recording?
Yeah, let's stop recording. I'm very pissed off right now that I didn't know this till now. Do we have to move? You have it.
It was. I think we should get separate apartments. But I'm gonna take you out to dinner and do all this really nice stuff for you.
Okay, I'm not easygoing. Oh, that's so sweet. But yeah, it was so nice. Like flowers and a card, and you ordered me breakfast. That was so sweet. The acai bowls.
Oh, yeah.
We live in LA, so we eat acai bowls for breakfast.
Yeah.
And then he made a dinner reservation, and it was this place I've never even heard of. And it was like...
I'd never been.
Yeah, it's like in Burbank. It's called Castaway. If you live here in LA...
So nice.
You should go. It's not like incredibly expensive. It's a bit pricey for sure, but it's not like out of the park.
Enough that you'll get the bill and you go, oh, wow, okay. Yeah, it's okay. No, you got this.
Time to think about my life decisions.
So last week, how much money did I make?
I'm sorry.
No. I'm just totally fucking around.
Yeah. And
it's really a beautiful view.
Oh my God, it's like up in the hills a little bit, but like the Burbank Hills, not like the hills.
You see the hills from there.
You see the hills, and you see all of North Hollywood. You see all of West Hollywood, or not West Hollywood, like Hollywood and downtown. I don't know. It's a beautiful view, and it was so fun. And we got to sit by the window and see the view, and then then we went to like an animal sanctuary yesterday, which was so much fun. We got to play with monkeys. Like they climbed all over us.
What's it called?
Animal Tracks Inc. So that's also in LA. And it's
Santa Clarita.
Santa Clarita, yeah. And
Which is LA?
What? I don't know. I'm so confused of what's in LA and what's not. Like
it's just north.
It's around.
It's somewhere, but it was totally worth
Oh my God.
every penny.
Yeah.
Because it was like for like a monkey's personal experience.
It was monkeys and mammals. What?
It just sounds so weird. It's like a personal experience with a monkey.
With the
It's like, what did you guys do to this monkey? But the one monkey comes out and
they're like small monkeys at
Yeah.
first. Like
the first
they're not how you think of monkeys probably.
and this one is just staring at me like it wants to kill me. If you follow me on Instagram, like I posted stories of her. And she was like giving me these teeth, and I was like, she's either gonna rip my face off or like she's like smiling at me. And the lady's like, I think she's flirting with you. And she goes, is she like rubbing her stomach and like going to the side? And we're like, yeah. And she kept doing this and like rubbing around. And I was like, what the? And they're like, yeah, Haley the monkey likes you. So I have a new girlfriend.
It was crazy. She kept flirting with you.
It was
like
crazy.
It was so cute.
Kept coming up and like being on my shoulder and then like putting her hands on my face.
Yeah. And then there was this little baby squirrel monkey. And if you don't know squirrel monkeys, it's like a really small monkey that has like the fur of a squirrel.
Yeah.
And it kept just like laying in our arms for like 5-10 minutes at a time. It would just like sit there and it was cozy and comfy.
It was so cute. And then it shit all over my hands. And I was like, get this fucking asshole out of here. No.
Then I hated
really cute.
it.
It was just fruit that came out of its butt.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Kind of gross. But
Wish my poops were like that. They're not. Well, sometimes.
Well, earlier you had the smoothie, so
We'll see. We also got a wolf hybrid.
yeah, it was like an actual wolf.
Yeah, it was 75% wolf, 15% German Shepherd. And they took it out. It was on a leash, obviously, but like it looked so scary. It looked like if you were outside hiking, you'd be like, oh, fuck. Like it looked terrifying, but it was so cute and it let us pet us and it was just like a dog.
It literally was, what's his name? Taylor
Lautner?
Taylor Lautner?
Mm-hmm.
Like him in Twilight
Yeah.
before he like becomes human, where he's just like the wolf.
I don't
Isn't that
remember what he
it
looks
was?
like. Yeah, he was a wolf.
Yeah.
I think, werewolf. Is that a wolf then? Are werewolves real?
It's a wolf.
What's a werewolf?
What we saw.
That's that's it?
Yeah, they and at night they
Wear
can
things?
become, if it's a full moon and it's the third Friday on a Hallows Eve.
Okay. I started to believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say, that Animal Place, what was it called again?
Animal Tracks Inc.
Animal Tracks Inc. It was really great. The only problem that I had was like when we left, like I wanted to tell some people about it, and I keep forgetting what it's called.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
you
wish
do.
they would have just like handed me a business card or something
Yeah,
like
with like
that.
all their info.
You know what they should have done?
What have they should have done?
They should have used Vistaprint.
They should have.
You know what I'm saying?
Missed opportunity.
Because the most important time is now. And Vistaprint knows the importance of feeling professional, polished, and prepared when it counts right now. For small business owners or people who produce their own podcast.
Yeah, buddy.
That's us. What's
It's
up?
us.
We produce our
We
own
Calvin
podcast.
Harris.
Yeah, we DIY. Being plugged in and prepared when an opportunity comes up is crucial. These moments happen all the time, y'all. They know it. We know it. Because if they would have handed me a little something, something, I would have walked away being like, yep, I'll remember this because I'm going to put it in my pocket and I'm going to see it later. And then I'm just going to remind me to follow them and do all the stuff.
But they didn't.
They didn't. But I'm going to just say this directly
All right.
to that Animal Place.
Okay.
Guess what? Your next big opportunity is coming right now. And all it takes to feel like you're ready to own the now is $10. That's a low price to have confidence that you're always ready to make an impression or get seen in a new way. A custom card with the colors, fonts, designs, and images you choose means you can look and feel like a big deal, whether you're a startup or a business with a century of history. And it doesn't have to be hard. All you do, you ready? Boom, upload your design or start with one of our professionally designed options. Vistaprint offers simple tools and a wide range of templates to choose from, right?
Yeah.
Boom. Step 1, out of the way. Step 2, boom. Pick the paper stock. Style and quality, that's right for you. If you're like, you know what? I'm more of this kind of cardstock guy. You'd be like, boom, yeah, we got that for you. How about this? No, I want to use this cardstock. Like, again, we got it for you.
We'll
Just pick it. Number 3, choose your delivery speed. Order and receive your cards in as few as 3 days. So if you're like, oh my God, I'm going to that thing and I'm meeting those people, and it's in 4 days. Within 3 days, I will have these cards from Vistaprint. Thank you, Vistaprint.
No more worrying.
Vistaprint uses only carefully selected inks and responsibly sourced paper stocks. Dozens of designs that are just right for your business. So you just add your logo and contact information with just a few clicks and know you can use it on all your marketing going forward. Best part? 100% guaranteed satisfaction.
Ooh.
So they'll make it right, either by reprinting your order or offering a refund. Vistaprint wants you to be able to own the now in any situation, which is why our listeners will get 500 high-quality custom business cards starting at $9.99. Just go to Vistaprint.com/koi. That's Vistaprint.com/COI. Vistaprint.com/COI.
Thank you, Vista.
Own the now. Speaking of now.
I was literally going to say,
I beat you
speaking
to it.
of now. Okay, I just want to continue with this because I'm so obsessed with this animal track place.
Mm.
And then there was a freaking, was it a leopard?
It was like a cat.
Yeah, but was it a leopard or was it cheetah? Or I forget what it was.
I don't know.
Like the full-grown one. I think it was a leopard.
It was a scary monster.
Yeah, but she was cute and she like walked around with they had a leash and it walked around and we all could pet her and stuff. And then there was like a cat leopard hybrid somehow. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, purred real loud.
Yeah, and it was just meowing like meow, meow. And it looked like a cat, like a legit cat, but like a little intimidating.
Yeah.
Like more intimidating than
Yeah.
a cat.
And kangaroos.
Oh yeah, which were kind of scary.
3 kangaroos. And the one, if it stood up, first of all, jacked.
I'm so jacked.
Literally has the VIP to Equinox, I think. And it's
Pays
got
$400 a month.
$400 a month. It is a personal trainer, I'm pretty sure, for the rest of the animals in the sanctuary. But it had like an 8-pack. I'm pretty sure it said, "How you doing?" when we came in.
It flipped
said,
us
"How
off.
you doing?" But like
How
in
you doing?
Australian. A little Scottish more than
Yeah,
Australian.
it's okay.
But their tails are like fucking huge.
I know they're
like
girthy and
pythons.
scary.
Okay.
Girthy. They literally like can lean on them. I don't know.
But yeah, they can't move backwards, so they move forward with it. But they were like, yeah, this one that can be 6 feet, like standing up,
6 feet.
like standing up, like if it's full up 6 feet,
That's
it can
so scary.
it can jump 20 feet forward. Huh?
No
What?
thanks. Like, were you thinking about it when because we were in there? It wasn't it was a cage, but it was like really big, and there were 3 of them in there. And like the whole time we were standing in there, I was kind of like, what if it just got like pissed?
Yeah.
Were you thinking about that too?
Yeah, for sure.
I
Like,
was-
well, they like all those people started surrounding from all the sides, and the one dude was like, "Yo, don't be behind it." I thought it was just gonna be like, just like knock someone
just
out,
kill you.
Also, we didn't talk about like in the one corner they have just like a play place, like a Little Tykes,
Oh, I know. In a
Fisher
lot of
Price little
Yeah.
play thing. I was like,
they had those in a lot of them. Like there was
they go in there like, "Hey, would you like some tea?" They're in there and like, "Oh shit, people, humans. I'd like some vegetables."
act
here.
like a
Would ya
kangaroo.
know?"
They're like playing house.
Yeah.
It was literally like a playhouse.
Yeah,
or
it
a
was
toy or what are they?
Playhouse.
Playhouse. Yeah, those like basic ass playhouses that
Fisher Price.
everybody had when they were little.
It's a good shit, dude.
Oh man, it was fun. And then
Went
Was
to
it-
Laguna Beach.
yeah, well, I think it was the day after my birthday. David called
Oh yeah,
at
let's
like
talk about that.
midnight, which I was like, "What's going on? Something's going on, man." Because Bruce
Yeah.
was like, I got home, I showered, and I was like in bed. It was like 10 p.m. and he just finished the session. He was like, "What are you doing? Like, get ready. I'm gonna surprise you with something."
Meanwhile, I was being texted by Aaron and Zane being like, "We need to surprise Carly, like blah 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 blah, like meet me." And I didn't really know exactly what was going on. But I was like, okay. So I was like lying to Carly, like, "I have a surprise for you." And she was like, "Wait, what?"
And I was like, "Another thing."
and then they were like, "Tell her you're just going to David's." And I was like, "What? That seems so fishy at midnight."
"Yeah."
So then I was like, it'd be better. So then I was like, oh, my thing might fall through. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, we might have to do it Monday. And then at the same time, David FaceTime you would be like, "What are you doing?"
He's like, "Come over. I might go out. I don't know." And that's not what he says ever to me. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, something's going on. So we drive there, and as soon as we got there, I was like, I mean, Erin was there, and it was after midnight, and
Yeah.
she goes to bed at like 9, between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. So I was like, something's going on, and then he pulled us in the car,
We end up in the Tesla. You know, a surprise is going down.
always in the Tesla, baby, and it was so nice. He got us,
Yeah, you.
well, yeah, but also you're part of it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he got me, Crystalia stand-up tickets in Las Vegas, and a hotel and flights.
covered.
Completely covered, and also $3,000 worth of Chick-fil-A in gift cards.
A lot of gift cards.
It was so nice. So we used it yesterday for the first time. Do you know how many gift cards I have? I literally have 3 in the car, 3 in my bag, and like 200 on the counter. I think I literally just need to
started
give them
handing
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Chris was like tweeting.
Oh
about
yeah,
it, too,
so
which is cool.
somebody tweeted like a clip of it, and Chris quote tweeted it was like, I love this, thanks, or I love David Dobrik for this, too cute, haha. And I was like, oh my gosh.
But David definitely pronounced his name wrong.
Yeah, he said Chris Delia.
Yeah.
I was cringing a little bit on the inside, but
It's like Delia.
I was like, come on, man, you got the tickets, you don't even know his name, really. But yeah, I was so nervous. That whole time we were at David's before the car, I was
had
like,
no idea what was
something's
about to go
going
down.
on. Even in the car, I was like, because there's nothing I'm like dying to have right now.
Yeah.
And he knows that I don't like drive that much, so I wasn't expecting like a car or
Yeah.
anything. And it's just funny, like who else says that? Like I wasn't expecting a car, but like maybe it's a car. But I was like, what is he gonna do? And it's weird. I get so caught up in like my reaction too, because like obviously like that's what makes a vlog good, which is like kind of fucked up to think about. Maybe I don't know. But I was like, I need to like react good, and I was so.
Too much pressure.
It is a lot of
yourself.
pressure, especially like when David's filming it, because I know how he's like. He puts it together in such a way where like he doesn't like it, he won't use it, and I wanted him to like get his money's worth or something. I guess.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. But
But you also had no idea what it was going to be. So you're like, I don't know how to react
yeah,
leading up to it.
and it didn't like the Crystalia tickets and everything didn't like sink in for like ever, because I didn't.
Yeah.
I like saw it and I heard it and I was like excited.
Yeah.
And the Chick-fil-A thing happened, and the Chick-fil-A thing was so like odd and funny. I thought it was like a decoy for something else. kinda.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, he did this, but I feel like he's doing something else because it's such like an odd thing. But
Yeah.
I was like, okay, thank God. Like, I don't know what I would have
Yeah.
else like wanted or anything. So it was really nice.
Yeah,
it was really sweet
sweet.
that they all were like thinking of me and they helped make my birthday really great.
So cute.
Yeah, well, you know what else is great?
I was going to say, all of that seems great.
It is.
But like, I don't know. I'm just like wondering about like, more than that,
Yeah. Well, what's better than that is getting birth control easier than it is now. Why are you laughing?
I had no idea how to like transition.
I know, I took over.
Yeah.
You like our transition, guys? An incredibly easy and safe way to get birth control is here. Thank God. Thank you. Because Simple Health is all about care that fits your life. Using telemedicine to provide simple, convenient, and affordable birth control prescriptions and home delivery. Hello? Best thing I've ever heard. This is how it works. Trying birth control for the first time or need to renew your prescription? Fill out an online health profile and answer some questions to find the best birth control for you. A doctor reviews if you're a good candidate and they recommend product and write a prescription. Then your birth control ships to your door on a recurring schedule. It's free with most insurance plans and starts at $15 a month without insurance. So even if you don't have insurance, it's a pretty good start. Like $15 a month, that's pretty good to be conscious about your sexual health and all that jazz. If you already have a prescription and want to cut the hassle of pharmacy visits, just give Simple Health your pharmacy information. They'll do all the work to transfer your prescription and start shipping your birth control to you for free. So even if you're already on birth control, you can still switch over and get Simple Health. This service is not a replacement for routine evaluations done by primary doctors, as it is still important to get checkups and pap smears from regular doctors. Simple Health is convenient. No more doctor's offices, waiting rooms, or pharmacy lines, which is my favorite part. It's accessible. You get access to a doctor. Insurance status or cost should never prevent women from getting birth control. Simple Health helps cut those barriers down for all women. It's discreet, no labels on shipment or telling a 50-year-old man your sexual activity who lives next door to you. He's like, what is that? And you're like, it's nothing, Charlie. It's personal. Simple Health doctors can prescribe over 100 brands of the pill as well as the patch or the ring, so you have options, which is amazing. They personalize a recommendation based on your health profile and personal preferences. It's reliable. Simple Health only offers trusted brands of birth control. They aren't making their own birth control. Licensed doctors help design the product and review every patient with rigor and care. And it's affordable. And my personal experience with I'm on birth control, and it is more annoying than you would think, having to go to the pharmacy every time you need a refill. And sometimes wherever you get it prescribed, they send it to the wrong place. Like, am I going to Rite Aid or CVS? Yeah. And then you call around and no one knows, and you have to call the doctor and you're like, I thought I put it in. And it's like, well, now I'm late. So you don't have to deal with any of that. Love that. And if you forget to renew the prescription, Simple Health already does that for you. Ooh. So don't miss your chance to try this service for free. Our listeners get the $20 prescription fee waived by going to simplehealth.com/COI or entering our code COI at checkout. That's simplehealth.com/COI or entering our code COI at checkout. Thank you, Simple Health.
Simply the best.
Simply the Always with our...
We always have a fade out song after each thing. Simply the best. Okay, we're back here.
I'm sweating. Why?
I'm Bruce.
Hi. Nice to meet you, Bruce.
We were talking about the other day. Oh my God, what were we saying yesterday? We were talking about basically if I found out, what...
Deal breakers?
Yes.
Okay.
What I would have to, start with the subject.
Right.
Deal breakers, what you would have to do, or I would have to find out that at this point in our relationship, I'd be like, that's a deal breaker.
Okay, so 2.5 years in.
2.5 years in.
Mm-hmm.
Or moving forward. Maybe I don't find out for 4 years.
Oh, God.
What you would have to hear about me. We kind of talked about this, but I want to, we halted the conversation. Let's talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
What you would have to know about me or find out about me.
Now.
That you'd be like, I'm done.
I'm done. That's hard. Because when you're this far in, it's you feel like you know the person. I can
get away with murder at this point.
Yeah, you're good. You can do whatever you want.
Killed
you know what I mean?
7 people. She's still with me.
Care.
Now she's an accomplice. Better than I dreamed.
But I don't exist, so.
Oh, true.
That's hard. I mean, mine... It's hard because it's you think you know the person, and even if I found out things about you, I'm like, that's not him now. But I guess if you Yeah, if I found out you lied about like everything in your past, like ex-girlfriends, like why you broke up, family stuff, I don't know, just like everything. If I found out you lied about everything.
Like all the breakups, I was like, everything I've told you about every relationship I've ever been in was a lie. And it turns out like, oh, this didn't happen the way you said it. Like it turns out like you were cheating on that girl the whole time.
Yeah.
Or this and that. Yeah. Whoa, cool.
That would be so messed
Why'd I say
up.
cool?
I don't know. Why'd you say cool? Are you okay?
Like, whoa, cool. Yeah, I would definitely deal break that.
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be so hard though, because it's like, but I feel like you're not now. I don't know. What would be your deal breaker for me?
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer while I figure this shit out. I think, for me, I trust you more than I've ever trusted anybody in my entire life. So I think if I found out you were like with somebody or cheating or any sort of thing like that, it would ruin my life. It would be a deal breaker not only for us, but I'd be like, I'll never trust anyone ever again.
Wow.
Like, because like you seem so genuine.
Oh, thank you.
You seem so authentic.
So if I had been seeing someone this whole time, or like at some point, wait, no, I'm kidding. That's so great. Yeah, we were talking about this, like not this specifically, but like, could you imagine if one of us found out that we were like it would be, I feel like it would be impossible for one of us to be seeing someone else. Cause like, we live together. We're always like, we know what each other are doing.
We talked about this the other night about somebody else. Burner phone.
True. But that's like, wouldn't you know at some point if I had a burner phone? Or wouldn't I see yours at some point?
It's been a while since Bruce has had a cut, right? But he's got a lot of sessions coming through. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding,
well.
He's been going away a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Nashville. I was like, oh, fuck, you want to come visit? I drive up the coast. I'm in Florida.
You drive up you're there like 5 minutes before I land. Oh, yeah, I just got out of a session. I've been here for 2 weeks.
Brian, I need your place.
My God.
I keep telling him about your dog. He's like, I don't have a dog. I'm like, I've been
Go
taking
get
pictures of this dog. I'm bringing it with me. Tucker, get in.
God, that would be the most I feel like that'd be the most devastating. Like, obviously, like, cheating happens. Like, people make mistakes. Like, I was drunk and I kissed somebody. And, like, that's still not okay at all.
But the long term.
But, like, that stuff is so crazy. Like, I don't know how you would recover from that, especially dating.
Like an ongoing thing is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, like, some people have been dating someone for a year and then find out that they're married or something. Like, how does that happen?
That's that one Lennon Stella song. It goes, turns out you've been
seeing someone else for 6
years. And Carly's like, how is that possible? But it's like, that guy, like, has been in a 6-year relationship, never told Lennon about it, and then Lennon finds out. That's crazy.
So wild.
6 years.
Like, that would ruin your trust completely, I think.
I know that, but I've seen that happen a lot. Like, more so of, like, it's like these long relationships that get really comfortable, and then, like, people just start, like, I've seen that happen so many times with people.
Really?
Yeah, it's
that
like
they
really
start
crazy.
like seeing other people,
Not seeing other people, but definitely like
hooking up and stuff.
Maybe seeing other people, actually. Yeah, probably more so. But I don't know. It's like a 50-50 split. From what I've seen, like, more so of just, like, hookups. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, to me, it's like the longer the time, like, the way further I would feel like, and maybe that's why they do it, but the further from wanting to. Does that make sense? Like, I understand you get comfortable and whatever and you want change, like, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like it would be even way harder.
Yeah,
later
you're like,
on.
I'm risking so much.
Yeah, like, everything I've built for all this time. I don't know. That's crazy. Like, I understand, like, early on, you're like, I don't know, fucking blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, like, 6-7 years into a relationship.
That's insane.
We want to hear from the koi pod.
We do.
How about how do we word this?
How about
any relationship that kind of ended because of it?
So I think any dating relationships or even like friendships that you've had to cut off because maybe you like found something out, or maybe they started doing something that you're like, this is a complete deal breaker. And they wanted to do it anyways. I feel like that's maybe a thing that happens. I don't know.
Email that to couple of issues podcast@gmail.com.
And send us all the details, like
Deal
how
breakers.
long you were together, how long you were friends. Like, that's crazy.
There's got to be like marriages that had like deal breakers.
What?
marriages that are deal breakers. I just
Oh,
saw
yeah.
a meme. It said if you're just meeting somebody or just dating somebody, hand them slow Wi-Fi and see how they react on their phone. And
Slow
that's how you know
Wi-Fi?
they're really like they truly are. Like, what the fuck? I just want
Yeah.
the shit to load.
Yeah, that's true. That's really
Whoa.
funny. Who said that?
It was like a meme somebody like posted. I forget who it was.
Oh, it's funny.
I thought that was really
I
funny.
remember I like cut off a friend, like, I think I was in middle school. And I was like such a prude. Like, I hadn't even kissed anybody or anything. And this girl was like one of my
20. You were.
Huh? Yeah, I was 26, still a prude. She was like super Christian, but she had this like fake front. Like she acted like she was this Christian girl or whatever, but she was like kind of bitchy. I don't know. Well, she was like very Christian on the outside, but very not when you got to know her, which is like fine, I guess. Like we're young, we don't know what's going on. But she would like preach all these things, like no sex before marriage, like if you drink, that's bad, blah, blah, blah. And then we like shared a photo bucket. If you don't know what photo bucket is,
Oh my god.
it's this website. I think it's definitely still around, but no one uses it, I don't think. But you just like upload photos to, and then you could like log in anywhere and get your pictures.
Yeah.
So me and her like shared one, and I hadn't used it in like a year, and she was still using it, I guess. And I just had remembered, I was like, I want to see what pictures are on there. So I logged in, and there were all these like nude pictures of herself that she was like sending to this guy. And I think it was
Photo bucket, by the way, is public.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Or you couldn't make it private?
I think
anything?
Photo bucket, you could copy the links and send it to people and they could see it. They didn't need a login.
Yeah.
It's like a public thing.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. And I think that was just like the last straw for me because I was like, she's so fake. Like, she's like, what is she doing? And I wasn't involved in any of that. And I was like,
she's sending them to that guy and not me? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was jealous. And then I just like cut her off. Like
Also,
me and my friend,
ninth grade, you're saying?
I think it was like 8th or 9th grade.
You said like a year after. So it's probably like, somewhere between 8th and 9th grade.
Yeah.
She's sending nudes.
Yeah. That's so young, I think, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure like,
yes, it's so young.
but I feel like the kids now that are out in like high school, freshmen are probably doing that. 'Cause it's such like a.
Oh my God, that
mean,
makes me feel really
They
weird.
definitely are because they all have phones and they're all like, boys at that age.
It's like sorry.
I know.
Just gross.
So it was weird. That was it. I was like, I'm done with you. And she treated people like shit. Like it was a lot more than just that. But I was just
Yeah.
like, okay. Like, I don't know why that bothered me so much back then.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah. So that was a good time. So send us yours. Very curious.
Not
Love
your
tea.
nudes.
Yeah, don't
Please
send
don't
us your
send your
nudes.
nudes.
If you
Deal
do,
breakers to coupleofissuespodcast@gmail.com.
patent pending. Blah 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 blah. I don't know what. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's that mean?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, you want to get some fit? You want to be fab?
I want to have some fun with it, though.
You want to have some fun? All right. Well, let's talk about some FabFitFun, shall we?
Yeah.
All right.
What's
do it.
FabFitFun?
Well, the 2019 FabFitFun Spring Box is on sale now.
Oh, snap.
Treat yourself with items in it such as your own personal home meditation studio, body cream, exercise equipment, and much more. What is FabFitFun? Well, FabFitFun is a seasonal subscription box delivered 4 times a year with full-size beauty, fashion, home, fitness, and wellness products for just $49.99 a box. That's $49.99 a box. And they are the full-size products, so you're not getting this box of things and they're all sample sizes or anything like that. You're getting like the full, like I have this huge body scrub it came with and this like jump rope for exercise. And it's all just like kind of random things they put together that has everything involved, so it's kind of cool. Every box is guaranteed to have over $200 plus in retail value. So
Crazy.
So again, you're paying $49.99 and you're getting over $200 worth of products. So you're saving at least $150?
150 at least.
Yeah. So that's pretty sick. It's great for discovering new brands and products. So every time you get a box, you're going to get a variety of brands and maybe you'll find your favorite thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll find my favorite thing. Stumped on gift ideas? FabFitFun is a great gift to treat yourself or a loved one. Surprise your mom or sister with a spring box as a gift or to show thanks. So mine came in the mail. They sent us one. They were nice enough to send us an entire box, and it came in this really cute packaging. It's like a little floral box I opened
cute?
up. Yep. And it had a huge variety of things, and it's stuff that like improves your life. Like it has this meditation aroma diffuser, and it also has lights on it. So it's like there's some meditation studios in LA that are centered around aroma scents and light. So it like keeps you in the moment. You're smelling the scents and you're like paying attention to the lights. So it's kind of cool.
Nice.
And you can also, I think it has like an app attached. And you can do meditation with it. So my box came with that. It came with leave-in conditioner, which is everything I need because I'm now bleaching my hair every 6 weeks. So stuff that I can really use. So that's great. It also came with this little like, I don't know if you saw it. It came with this little portable picnic thing. It's like a orange round zipped up just circular thing, and you unzip it and there's forks and knives and spoons and plates. It's really cute. Sick. Yeah. So
hell yeah.
Love that. Sign up for FabFitFun today. These boxes always sell out. Use our code COI to get $10 off your first box. Go to fabfitfun.com to sign up and start getting the box for a life well lived. Use promo code COI to get $10 off your first box. That's over $200 for only $39.99. Go to fabfitfun.com and use our code COI, that's COI, to get $10 off your first FabFitFun box.
Wow. Almost sounds like, I know they didn't tell us to say this, but like a dream come true in a box?
I think so. It's my dream come true in a box.
Dream come true in a box.
It's in a box,
It's a dream in a box.
I want to read this email.
Oh, yeah. You can always send us emails, even if they're not just...
Relationship?
What was the...
like deal breakers.
Even if it's not deal breakers, we really want deal breakers for next week.
For next week, yeah.
But for others, you got any issues going on in your life, something you want to get off your chest, maybe murder somebody, we are legally allowed to forward that to the police.
But still let us know. That'd be some fun tea for us.
Legally obligated is what I'm going to say. I said legally allowed. Legally, we're allowed to forward that. But yeah, a couple of issues podcast at gmail.com.
I want to read this one because it makes us feel cool, but it's also really funny.
Okay.
It says, "This podcast ruined me" is the subject.
Okay. We're off to, I don't know why this, okay.
Off to a good start. I normally don't laugh when people say things like penis or vagina. Same. Do you laugh when people say things like that?
I was just like, well, now I'm going to.
You're like, I'm giggly.
It depends who's saying it in the context.
True. There's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
A lot goes into it.
A lot goes into the penis and the vagina.
However, while I was...
Sorry, Mom.
Hopefully you're not listening. But we know you are because you're so supportive. However, while I was in my anatomy lecture on the reproductive organs, the professor was talking about the mammary glands and talking about milk production. And my professor said something along the lines of, the milk comes out when the baby suckles on the mom's breast. And I almost burst out laughing. Be sure I remembered one of the hold on, what? I almost burst out laughing because I remembered one of the misconnections you read on the podcast about a guy looking for someone's breast to suckle. Everything reminds me of this podcast. That's really sweet. That's funny. We get a lot of...
I get a lot of tweets like that. Like, looking like a psychopath, laughing at a red light.
Oh, yeah,
listening to you guys. Which is, I think the coolest thing about it is because I love listening to some of my favorite podcasts while driving, that people are listening to this driving right now.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's
Watch
so
the lines, Larry! You know? Give them a little...
Pay attention to those red lights.
What if people fall asleep to this podcast?
I've seen some people say they have.
I feel like it's a tough podcast to fall asleep to.
Really?
It's bang, bang, boom, entertainment.
Yeah, you can't sleep through this shit.
No, I fall asleep to Impractical Jokers. Who am I fucking kidding?
Every night. It's so funny.
Okay, I have a headphone in, so that's fucking crazy. You're kind of throwing some shade here, huh?
No, I'm just making fun of that you watch it.
If you ever want to have... If anybody knows the Impractical Jokers guys... If you know Q, Salmer, or Joe, and you want to get them to submit to be on this podcast.
To submit? They're all here. We have to like set the pot. Like, how would we even film that? We need 8 cameras.
No, we just need one of them, like Sal or something.
No, we need all of them.
Yeah, we do one at a time, and then we go, we should have a reunion with the best of, and we have all of you guys on.
It's like the reunion of Real Housewives.
What we'll do is, every time they come on the podcast, we kidnap them. We'll cut this part out.
Okay.
Right?
Sure. I'll
in that
definitely
closet,
cut it
I
out.
can fit them in there, and then they'll be like, whatever happened to Q? And be like, last time we saw him was the podcast, and we'll invite you know, the next guy, boom, he's in the closet too. And then we film the Impractical Jokers cruise.
Cruise. What are you going to do with them when you have them all?
Make them do their skits while I fall asleep every
They're
night.
just crying. I want to go home to
Taped
my
to a wall.
family.
I'm like, oh, that's cute. Guys, tell him what else he should say.
It's so funny. Bruce will open his laptop like midday the next day, and it's like, you know, when you fall asleep to YouTube, it'll autoplay like other videos that are related. It'll be like, try not to laugh challenge, an hour and a half, and it's just like, not try not to laugh challenge.
It's all Impractical
It's all Impractical
Jokers.
Jokers. It's like, try not to laugh, and it's like 10
Volume
emojis.
30.
Yeah.
Like, which volume did I end up on?
The weirdest thing is when you fall asleep to YouTube and you wake up and you're like, what did I even dive into? There's
Yeah.
always like, I don't know. It's always really funny. And then you can go to your history and see like how many videos you went through. Have you ever
I'm
done
like,
that?
I've never watched this. And I'm like, oh, it's probably on autoplay.
Yeah. Well, if you ever have weird recommended videos, it's probably because you fell asleep and it clicked on a bunch of, or filtered through a bunch of videos. Yeah, but that's always really funny to watch the next day or find out, I guess.
I enjoy that. It's like drunk. It's like being drunk.
Yeah, it kind of is. You literally are blacked out.
Isn't that so weird? You just like, we're just like, our bodies are awake, but
know,
we're
it's
asleep.
weird
So
to think
our
about.
conscious is out? Huh?
It's like you're dead for 8 hours and then you come back,
It's
but
so
you're breathing.
weird. I swear we're not high. That's just a weird thought.
Speak for
Thank
yourself.
God we're not. What?
I'm not high. I would not be able to sit here and talk if I was high.
How to forget someone? Question mark.
Mm.
This is an email. I'm not.
Oh, I thought you were
She
asking
said
me.
you can say my name. Hey guys, I've written in before, so sorry if I keep popping up, but I keep thinking of different things to ask.
It's okay, girl.
It's okay, girl. Pop on in,
in
say
whenever
hi.
you
We're
want.
glad you're here because guess what? We're reading it. My name is. It says you can say my name, but I'm always nervous. My name is Emma. You can say my name.
Okay.
And I love your guys' podcasts and videos. I'm 20 years old and have had a rough history with relationships, friendships. Almost everyone that has come into my life only stays for a short amount of time and then randomly abandons me. I've gone to therapy in the past to talk through some of my personal issues, but it hasn't. But it wasn't helping the way I thought it would. I've been hesitant to try again with someone new. But one of my biggest issues is learning to leave someone in my past and move on. I find it difficult to stop checking in on them or to delete them on social media because I still care for them. I know this is making it harder for me to move on, but I just can't push myself to do it. I know you've both talked about bad breakups, both friend and relationships before, but do you have any tips to help me move on? Bruce, your song Better Off This Way has really helped me and inspired me to try harder with all of this, but any extra advice would be great. Thank you so much, Emma. Well, I really appreciate that. That's very, very
It's really
sweet.
sweet, yeah.
Whew.
What's
Carly?
her quite like bottom line question? What was it again?
Like
how to
move on and like kind of like not.
I think the only way to move on from a situation like that is to like have closure. I think that's the only way to like really move on. Unless, I mean,
Like some tips, like she's asking for tips. So like, what steps would you take? With like,
it's so interesting because I feel like deleting them off social media would help, like not
even just muting.
not diving into it. Yeah, muting is almost way better because it's not as dramatic. Like someone can get really mad at you for deleting them or think you're being annoying for unfriending or something, but you can always mute everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, everything. Maybe start with doing that. I know you said it's hard to do that because you want to like check up on them, but I think it's just realizing that you doing that is only hurting your future self. If you can look at it that way, maybe like, oh, this is me now, and then that's me in the future. Like, what's gonna help me in the future? If it's hard now,
interesting.
you know what I mean?
That's smart.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really weird though. Like I guess I've never been through like a crazy breakup where I was like so devastated. So I don't know if this would be different. Like if we broke up, I probably wouldn't be able to look at your stuff because I'd be like, I probably would, but I'd be like scared to. But I'm normally like,
What would you be scared of? To see me with someone,
I have no idea.
or just to even just see me?
I don't know.
Because I just wouldn't even want to like see you.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think I'd be worried that like you'd either look really sad or you'd look really happy. And I'm like, why is he happy and I'm not, you know?
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. Probably, or yeah, seeing you with somebody, that would kind of be scary. But I've always like when I've had like a thing with someone, even if I really liked them and then it ended, like I still look at their stuff, not in a way where it's like I'm just curious. Like, it's just curiosity.
Yeah, you're interesting with that. It took me a minute to kind of figure that out because it's like it almost comes off like if you would have told me
nosy?
that in the beginning of our relationship, be like, well, I still follow that guy because it's just like interesting to me. I'd be like, oh, so you're fucking into this guy.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
I get
still
that.
think he's hot and you want that connection there.
Yeah.
But knowing you now, like 2.5 years later, like she's done that with like girls we've met or like people we've seen like on like TV shows or comedians or stuff. She's like, they're so interesting to me. I need to follow them because like I want to know like what their stories are like or whatever. You're really interesting with that. Getting away from the point, I see.
Yes, I'm sorry.
No. I was just going down that rabbit hole. But so I think you're the exception with that because I think you could actually tolerate like still seeing some stuff from people. But I would say muting helps a lot. That's helped me in the past. Unfollowing, sometimes you just need to do it. And kind of, it's like, even if it's that feeling of like, I'm cutting ties now, it's so dumb because it's social media, but.
It's real though. You know?
But I guess the tips on that, I mean, if you're going to therapy, that's a great first step. But yeah, it's something, it's, you know, it might not necessarily be, because sometimes when that happens, like I've blamed myself for being like, it's me, like, why are all these people pushing me away? But it might be the reverse where, like, be careful of who you're, like, look for those signs early on. Like, maybe it isn't you and it's all these toxic people. And the thing that may be hurting yourself is, like, choosing to have toxic people in your life that may take advantage of you. Or, you know, some people are so aggressive and you're kind of just like, I don't know how to say no to this person, so like I'm just gonna let them in. Yeah. And then you're like, cool, we're actually friends now. And then they're just like, peace, I got what I wanted. And you're like, okay, I'm a piece of shit now, thanks.
Yeah.
That's just my personal thing. Unprofessional.
Trademarked.
But that's happened to me before.
Yeah. And I think just really, I mean, it's really hard to get there. And I don't know if anyone's like there 100%, but just like knowing that, like, at the end of the day, like, you can only really make yourself happy.
Yeah.
And, like, other people, obviously, it's great to have, like, close friends and a relationship and, you know, all that. But if you really, no good friend is just going to leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No good friend is just going to abandon you. So, like, what was it even in the first place?
Yeah, especially if, like, I have, like, friends that sometimes go through some stuff and they'll be, like, you know, like, and I do it. Like, where I go through some stuff with, like, you, and I'm, like, I'm super, what's the word? Just, like, on edge, just kind of, like, agitated, irritated. Irritable.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can be short, and I'm just like, look, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just, like, going through some shit, whatever. And, like, if she were to be like, all right, I'm out, like, peace, like, I'd be like, okay, yeah, we weren't meant to be together.
Yeah,
like, when you're feeling this way, I want to help you out. So, yeah, it's not you. I mean, from what you're saying, it doesn't seem like it's just, I think the most important part is what Carly just said. It's just, you got to be happy on your own before you can let other people in to be happy. That's a tough thing.
Yeah.
It's a very tough thing.
Yeah. But therapy is good. Therapy's probably helpful. Okay, Bruce?
Yeah. Sorry. You start crying.
I just looked over and he looked like that beer guy with his lip.
Beer guy?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's like, I think it's beer. It's like this really old guy with like a huge mouth and his lip is like over. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I dreamt about him.
I don't exist.
No.
Only this beer guy does.
My real boyfriend.
You want to read one?
Yeah. Let me
You
see.
read
I
one.
wasn't as prepared, sorry. Oh, this one's cute. Okay. This girl, I think it's a girl. Yeah. My question is about Disney. Me and my mom went to Disneyland Paris twice in the last few years, and even though we clearly aren't little kids anymore, we were almost in tears walking through the gates because of how magical it is. We never had the money to go when I was little, so I think it made it even more amazing for the two of us. I always hear, and I'm very jealous, that you two go pretty often, and was wondering if the magic stops and it just becomes like a regular theme park, or if you still feel like little kids every time you go.
Now, this is going to be very interesting because Carly never went to Disney as a kid. So it's going to be interesting to hear your perspective and my perspective coming from, like, I went there a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but, like, enough that it, like, had an impact on me.
Yeah.
What starts with you, girl?
It's so weird. I didn't really, really enjoy Disney that much until I started dating you. Because you like it so much, it made it fun for me. So
Wheelie.
yeah. To me, it doesn't feel magical, like, honestly, going. I mean, I love it, but I'm not like, I'm a kid again. I don't
Any
feel...
girls out there looking for a guy? Like, what did she just say?
I know, it's weird.
No, I understand. I mean, if you didn't grow up with it, what's going to be...
Yeah. I mean, I grew up, like,
but really,
watching.
like, not even, like when you walked in, you weren't like, wow, this is crazy. Like, this is what it is. You were just like, wow, Disney, cool.
Yeah.
Really?
So strange. I think the first time I went, I was like 24. So it wasn't like, didn't feel super magical. I mean, I like going. It's really fun. And I like that there's, the whole theme and everything. It does feel like
a themed park?
Oh, yeah. Fuck. I mean, that you can tell there's like a whole community about it. Like people that when they go, like a lot of people are obsessed with it. They have the ears.
Deflecting.
Am I?
But yeah, what do you feel about that? It's cool that there's a community.
I said it's cool. Like, I think it's cool that there's a community. Like,
No.
I feel like...
No.
What?
Just tell them what you're thinking.
I did.
No.
I'm thinking that
She
you're
hates
interrupting
Disney.
me.
She hates Disney.
No, I don't.
She's glad Walt died. No, I'm kidding. I'm just fucking around.
No, he's frozen. He'll be back.
That's true.
He's
That's
frozen
weird.
underground.
No, I get what you're saying. I was just making a joke. Okay, people?
I think it's magical in like a different way for me, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you didn't grow up on it, it's going to be a completely different experience.
Yeah. How about you? I feel like you're like
And
a
you
kid.
also, did you, like, as a kid relating to her, you weren't like, oh, I really want to go. You were just like, I don't care.
I never really thought about it because I lived in Nebraska, so it wasn't even like an option. I mean, we could
But
have
I
flown,
lived in
I guess.
Philly.
True.
Wasn't an option.
True. But it was never
Not
like...
to call out Lucy and John, but it
what the fuck?
was an option. No, I'm just kidding.
It was, but I just didn't really... I don't think I understood
Yeah, no, I
it
understand.
or something. I don't know. But is it magical for you still?
What is it? Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah? Oh.
Yeah. As a kid, my mom was pregnant with me the first time I went.
So it's like instilled in you.
Yeah. I was like developing myself, like probably during
Literally.
It's a Small World.
Yeah.
Developing myself. I'm like, okay, the fingers are coming together here. Mwah.
Bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop.
What's that? It's a small. Oh, that's great music, Ma. Keep it coming.
I'm building my fingers.
I'm tinkering. Boom.
I'm tinkering.
10. Now, if I can work on this height thing, I'll get it all figured out. No, they're letting me out. And that's how Bruce became short. So dumb.
You're just inside the stomach, just making yourself.
Yeah.
You did so much, Bruce. Good job.
That's how I think it works.
Yeah.
I'm like, in 1 foot, out, boom. All right, let's get this knee going here. What is this hand coming through?
Oh, God.
That was a C-section, baby, so.
Oh.
Yeah, it was magical. I think when I was like 3 or 5, and then when I was like 9, and then when I was 18, I went for a senior trip.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, it like hit at like all these pivotal times that it was like cool. When I was 18, I was like, I think I'm gonna be too cool for this. Like I remember being like, whatever, I don't even care. And I was like, oh my God, like I like loved it. So I was just like, I'm just gonna like lean into that. But I'm not like a Disney fanatic.
Yeah.
Like some of these people are just like, it's like
they know everything. Like I heard a girl in line
It's
for
like
something
church.
last time. It is. And she was like, oh no, that's not like a classic Disney princess, but like this one is. But then like, oh, did you know if you go to this restaurant here? I'm just like, how do you know all these things? But if we go a lot, do you think every time we go are you like, it's magical? Or like how do you feel? Yeah. Oh, that's sweet though. It's like a spark.
Yeah, it feels like that. I don't know if it's the scents they're pumping into the park.
I think that has a little bit to do with it. Just smells like churros all the time.
Yeah. And it's like a mixture of that, and it's like, cool, I have like a day off. We're gonna we dedicated the time to like do this and hang out, and we're together. It's like, it's a lot of fun. I don't know, but I think that's really cool that it's super magical when she's wanted to go for all the time. It's like, man, we can't afford it, we can't go.
Oh yeah.
And then like finally can afford it, and like that, what a magical experience that is.
I feel like for her, anytime she goes, it's gonna feel magical now.
It's never gonna lose its spark.
At Disneyland too is such an interesting. I know Disney World does this. I think Disneyland too, but like you take a tram from the parking garage and you go to the park. So it's like you have to like what's the word am I looking for? It's like an experience. Like that part's an experience, But I read that, I can't remember if it was Disneyland or Disney World, but they like dug into the ground a little bit and built everything. So anytime
down a little bit.
you're down further, like sea level wise.
Below sea level.
Is that the word I'm looking
You're
for?
800 feet below sea level.
You're 6
Did
feet
you ever
under.
realize that? No, yeah, it's so low that when you look around, like you don't see.
Any of the city or
Yeah,
anything. So you
you feel
feel
like-
like you're in a different world, which is really cool. Listeners, it sounds like I'm choking up. I was almost burping and almost threw up. I'm just crying. So, I don't know. That's really sweet, though.
Shall we do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more. Here, you want to read this
Was
one?
ist das? Was ist dein email?
This is the Finding Your Own
Whoa.
Voice. This girl is an old school Weekend Ride fan, too.
Do not say my name.
Dude.
All right, this comes from Isabel. No, I'm just kidding.
This is the full name,
Yeah.
email address, and everything.
It's from Ichabod Smith. He's writing
Ichabod?
to us from 1889.
Hello.
It works, Bruce. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
I have to get off of the air. This question is more for Bruce, and it's about how to find your own creative path without comparing yourself to others. I want to start out by saying I was an early fan of the Weekend Riot back in when I was in college, and I know you said in a podcast not long ago that at the time you were mostly singing songs that suited Johnny's voice and range more than your own, which is true.
True.
I only recently realized now you're doing your own thing, just how much this new sound is different from the old TWR, but how much it also now feels like Bruce's song now rather than Johnny does vocals and Bruce plays guitar. I don't mean that offensively by any means. Well, I'm offended greatly.
Next email.
No, I totally understand what you mean. I love the stuff you were putting out before, but now you're really shining as you, and I feel like your vocals and songs are so much stronger than ever before. So good on you, dude. I really appreciate that. That's very sweet. What I want to know is, have you ever had feelings of doubt about your talent, and how did you overcome it? How did you find your own style and decide that you were going to change direction to go where you knew your strength direction to go where you knew your strength was? I'm laughing because like I am my own worst critic,
Yeah.
and Carly knows it all the time. I'm shitting on myself constantly, trying to find. One day I'm like, I think I'm a really good producer. I think I got this. And the next day I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do after this? Because I'm never gonna make it.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a struggle, especially with singing and stuff like that. I know. It's like crazy to say, I guess, because I put songs out, but I'm not I'm becoming a fan of my voice, but I started out as a hater.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Hater. You were hate comments.
Yeah, I was the hate comments on every video.
Hater.
That's why I think I take criticism really harsh because I believe it, and then I'm like trying to convince myself, like, no, you're better than this. Like, you're good, dude. And somebody's like, voice is whatever, and I'm like, I fucking agree, dude. That's what I've been saying, Bruce. And then I'm sitting here by myself because Carly doesn't exist.
Yep.
If you're just tuning into the podcast now, it sounds like I'm like, and Carly doesn't exist in my life.
I don't give a fuck.
It was a throwback to Bruce is crazy and
Listen to
he
the
made
beginning.
up everything. Yeah, go back and listen again. People are just
Cheaters.
waking up like, what the fuck happened?
Oh yeah, from
How did you?
sleeping with it.
Yeah. How did you find your own style and decide that you're going to change direction to go where you knew your strength was? That was really tough. I mean, even with like you and your videos.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But with like even the way that comedically you are, like I feel like you've evolved a lot from like where your Vine started to where you guys are making videos now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the same thing happened with music for me, where it's like it started out one way and it was kind of like, oh, this is what we're supposed to do. So we're doing that. And then you're trying to find your sound amidst that. And then it's kind of like, well, what do I really like? What do I have to say? What do I enjoy? And it's like the more you're, I guess, honest with like, at the end of the day, you got to listen or look or watch your own shit, right? Like
Yeah.
if you don't enjoy it, no one's going to. So it's like, I started to do like, what do I want to hear? Like myself do, and what's going to inspire me to be like, cool. Like if I heard this, I'd be like, cool. This is cool. So that's where I came from, and like voice wise, I was like, okay, I'm not going to be an amazing singer. So I know my strengths. I know that I sit better here, and I'm better at just being completely honest and vulnerable. So I'm just going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think with like you?
Excuse me. Well, like going off of you and her, I feel like the most creative people are like their own worst critics anyways.
True.
Like even the most famous singer in the world is probably like, I could have done better in that performance. Like you're always going to think that. So, I mean, I don't think it's like necessarily a bad thing, but I think it should be like, I don't know, maybe it's you're lacking confidence or something. I think that could be that could help. I mean, I've been there too. Like Aaron and I, you know, we get like the least amount of views out of our friends usually. So it's like easily we've been like, what are we doing? Like we're all doing the same thing. Why are ours like not on par with everybody else? But I think it's more of just like,
meanwhile, hitting millions.
Yeah,
views
I mean,
on
it's gotten better now, but
Yeah.
like for 2 or 3 years straight,
yeah.
it was like that, and it's kind of like defeating feeling, especially because we're uploading 3 days a week, and I think David's the only one that does that besides us. But like, obviously, his is so different than us. But I think it's just like I just like have fun with it. Like that's the most.
Yeah, you
and
have
it's just
to
like
at the end of the
yeah,
day.
it's just like I have fun with it. This is we're still paying our bills with it, so like. Don't complain. Like for me, it's like I don't know why I'm complaining. Obviously, it's like okay, we need to like figure out what we can do next to like get our views up or like expand. But I don't know. I'm really weird. I'm not very hard on myself, which is so strange. Like I don't ever do something and I look back, I'm like, fuck, I could have done that better. Like obviously,
really?
there's been times.
Yeah.
But like when we post a video, it's more of just like. I think because it's YouTube and most people start it because they're just having fun and filming.
Yeah.
I still kind of have that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like even with the podcast, like if we do an episode, I'm like, okay, that was fun, and like people don't notice when you mess up. I mean, they do, but it's like this is just our podcast, and it's like I don't know. I'm feeling I'm going off on a tangent, but what was I supposed to answer? I don't even remember now.
No, just I mean. You can answer whatever you want. I can continue on with this if maybe it'll spark something.
Does it keep going? Oh, yeah.
Oh, does it keep going?
No, sorry.
You were just talking more so about views and stuff, and you just have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like,
but
I think what I was gonna say to that point is like, I think what you're saying is like, even if your views are down, you have to be enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
Like even if you get like 1,000 views.
Yeah.
You have to enjoy it. And the truth is, it's like, here's my question for you. If in the beginning you got 1 million views every video consistently right away, I don't think you would appreciate these times that it's happening now.
Right. No, that's true.
Right?
The struggle is like the best part once you start doing better. Because then it's like, oh my gosh, we've worked so hard for this.
Yeah.
Like I've seen YouTubers who hit 1 million subscribers because they're like, they're dating somebody who's really big or they're friends with someone who's really big and they're not really like putting out content that much. And so for me and Aaron, it's like, what the heck? Like we're doing it all the time. But I think, and those people might not enjoy it. They're like, okay, cool. I got 800,000 views. Like, cool. But like for us, we're like, oh my God, we hit 800,000. We've only got like 60 to 100 like every time. And now we're like, we're doing so well. And it's exciting. And it feels like you worked for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I feel like with you or with her, it's like, if you're not, I don't know. Wait, I feel like this is different now. I'm like mixing things up.
No, you're good.
Oh, I'm just saying like once you like fall into something that you're like actually like so confident, so happy. Like I'm so happy I like went through all of this, like figuring myself out and like figuring out my voice.
And I think that's the beauty of it. Well, let me read on.
Yeah.
I think it's probably going that way. I do music and art. While I know I'm not bad at either of those things, I have friends who, for example, have a super cool and individual art style, or they have a beautiful and versatile singing voice. I play uke and keys, but I'm pretty sure my voice is like a dying cat. It's so easy to feel like I love those things and consider them my strengths in private, but I always feel mediocre around others who have similar talents. I really wanted to aim this year to find my groove and to start putting out creative content that I'm proud of, but it's so hard. Do you have any advice? Anyway, I hope this made sense. You rock, Bruce, and keep the music coming. I love listening to your new tunes. Thanks. Well, I appreciate that. You know what? I'm really tough with, that's like a really, I relate to that really hard because like I find myself like listening to like my friends, like records, like songs they've done or like producer friends and stuff. And I'm like, damn. I was like, man, that's like so much better than what I do. And then I'll hear them in the same sentence and be like, I'm not where you're at. Like, and it's like, wait, what?
I feel like everyone.
You passed me. Like, that you just showed me it. But it's like, that might have, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't.
They think you passed them.
Yeah, because we have our own behind the scenes shit, right? And then somebody else shows us like, hey, this is my fucking best work. And they might have had like 50 songs before that or all this stuff they've practiced in private and video, and they're like, I can't let anybody see this. Like, I sound like shit. And it's just a matter of like, it's that famous quote. It's like, don't compare someone's highlight reel to your behind the scenes.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like if you see somebody posting on Instagram and they have an amazing voice and it's like, cool, like, wow, they're so talented. You don't know like the struggles that got them to do that thing, or maybe it's, you just don't know. Or you see somebody being like, I'm doing XYZ, I have this many streams and whatever. And it's like, okay, cool, wow. And then you're like, well, I've been trying to get something like that and it's not working. Like, what am I doing wrong? But the truth is like, everybody's different. To that point that everybody's different. It's just finding for me, it was like, I thought my weakness was having like this low voice and that I loved all different kinds of music and I love everything from hip hop to country to pop. And I was like, oh, actually I can combine all that shit and let me put that in a song. So I think for finding your voice with art, with video, with any kind of thing, like even in fucking like business, it's finding what you really enjoy. And even if you're mediocre at it, it's like finding just like, how can I be the best at this? Or, I play ukulele and piano. I've never really seen somebody play both of those at the same time. Like, it's just crazy shit that it's like, oh, I'm going to strum and then hit chords on piano. It's just like thinking of like weird ways. And it might be the worst thing ever. And you're like, okay, that sucked. But when I did this, it made me think about how I could play ukulele with my feet and piano with my hands. Like, you might be the first piano player that I've ever heard of. And I'll take 50%. No, I'm kidding.
Send us an invoice.
A couple of issues.
Invoice.
Records.
And your friends too, who you say like have their own voice and are doing all these creative things, they're probably thinking the same thing. Yeah. I mean, you just see the surface stuff. I mean, unless they're just bragging, like, I'm the best. Like, I just do it and it just comes out amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm sure everybody has their own like doubts
And I will say that I've seen this happen a lot with people, and I did this shit like years ago, but it's this idea of like, if I put a song out there, like say like nobody's ever heard something you did, I'm going to put a video out there. You're going to put a Vine out. Vine just came out. You get the courage up after 6 months of seeing all these Viners, like, I'm going to put my first Vine out. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put my first song out. Oh, you know what? I made this picture. I'm going to put it on Instagram. Mm-hmm. You expect everyone's going to be like, halt.
Yeah.
Did you see this fucking video? But people are going to be like, ha. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, cool. It's the same way that you see a video and you're scrolling through and you're like, oh, that's cool. You're not like, it's very rare when people like take the time, like, I need to DM this person. I need to show all my friends. Like, don't get in your head being like expecting this extravagant
piece of art
reaction to
reaction,
it. Because it could be the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah.
But some people might just be like, cool. Like, that's how I felt like when I like first started putting some songs out. I was like, people aren't really, whatever. And then I talk to somebody and like, yeah, the song sounds dope. And I'm like, oh, that's what I would say to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, the song sounds great. I'm not like, hey, what the fuck was that?
Just crying.
Gracing us,
Yes, you're welcome.
And it's just the idea of like, people think like, oh, I'm just going to put a song out there and people are just going to be like, oh my God, I need to go check this out. But the truth is like, put it out there. Like you're saying, you're doing all these things in private, like piano and you like put it out there. Just like let it build somehow or put it out in the universe.
Yeah, just keep releasing things that you really like, and then at least if people aren't fucking with it for a while, at least you are. And then you're
100%.
like and then you're proud of that. It's not like, oh, I'm doing all these stupid songs and they're just poppy, like easy melody things that people can like easy. I don't know. I don't know much about music, but I'm trying.
But I mean, the same thing of like writing a song to doing a video is like the most inspiring, exciting thing for me is like knowing like I have yet to write the best song I've ever written.
Yeah.
That song that changes my life, that song that changes someone else's life. Like, that's the most inspiring thing to me. It's like you can make a video that changes your guy's life.
That's true.
You can have that one video or that one song that goes viral. Like, it's like crazy.
That's all it takes.
It could be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes me excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it could just be like, that was the video? Like, we were just like, this will be funny.
It always happens that way, I feel like. It's I feel like the more calculated you are too, the more let down you're gonna be or something.
Yeah.
That's how I always feel. Like me and I have posted videos where it's like, oh, this is a great thumbnail, like we did this and the title's perfect, and then it's like does fine. But then we did one a couple months ago, maybe last month, and it did so well in one day, and we weren't even like trying. We just kind of like stumbled upon like, oh, this is a good thumbnail, this will be a good title, and then it blew up for us anyways.
That's so funny.
It's always stuff like that. Like, you just never. Same with Vine. It was always Vines. It was like, if I thought one during work, I was like, I'm going to film this when I get home. I'll post it at a good time tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it does well, and then it doesn't. And then I would post on like 1 a.m., like just bored,
Yeah.
top of my head, and it did really well. I don't know. It's always shit like that.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. So it's like being creative.
Yeah.
Like, our minds are like that, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not to say you can't calculate and it
Yeah, I know.
work out too, but yeah, I know what you mean.
It just sucks because it almost seems like the more involved you are in it, in my opinion, this is how I am, the more involved and like calculated it is, the less reward I've seen from my experience. I know it's not true for everybody.
Yeah.
But like, you could make a
Because
song
you
with like
probably-
Dua Lipa. I'd be like, okay, we're going to release it this day and it's going to be #1 on the, you know what I mean? Like, it's so different than.
No, that's not. I mean, you got to think about how many Dua Lipa songs are out there. It's exactly what you're saying.
Oh.
There's so many Dua Lipa songs out there that are never going to be released. You know what I mean?
True.
So you could calculate, I've got this Dua Lipa cut, I've got this and this, and then the label's like, you know what, that's not a good single for her. We're canning it. And then you're like, I was all in on that one. So, you know what I
So
mean?
now I'm out.
So yeah, it's like totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
Wow, can't believe I'm a genius.
Can't believe I'm working with Dua Lipa.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for putting
I just
that
manifested that for you.
in the universe.
Coming over tomorrow, so.
You guys can follow us at Couple of Issues. You can get your Calvin and Harris shirts at coupleofissues.com. We got a link up there.
Beautiful. They so cute.
They're cute and beautiful. You can follow my girl here at Carly and Contro.
And follow my boy at Bruce Wigner, WIEGNER.
And follow us at Couple of Issues. And we'll see you next week for another episode of...
Come on, man.